Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning back in. It always really is appreciated. And let's get into this Friday recap here. So as far as breaking down to how today went for trading, it's going to be pretty simple because if you guys will notice, it was a very clear direction on the day. Days like this are they're pretty great to be able to trade because direction was so one-sided. I didn't even really look to get into SQQQ today. If you guys will notice, I lost $10 on it today, and I was up $60 on TQs. So the majority of the day I focused on TQQQ, and the reason for that was once I saw the market was very bullish and wanted to really validate this blue MA line here as a support to keep riding up for these higher highs and higher lows. Once I saw that it basically refused to really fall below it and get rejected, it may have briefly fallen below it, but it just did an overall great job of continuing to rally off of it. And once I saw that, right, that the market wanted to have this great bullish pattern, I thought it would only make sense for me to be focusing on going with direction on the day. No matter how overbought I thought it got, right, market kept pushing up. It kept proving to me that it wanted to keep pushing. So there was no point in me to ever switch into SQQQ today, right? So as far as trading goes, out here on my filled orders, just to show you guys briefly, not that many today. And I want to just cover the main moves of today and what basically I saw that allowed me to capitalize on it. So right around here was when the market opened up, and immediately we had a drop basically down to this SMA line here. Now I was already prepared and on the lookout for a potential bounce here for TQQQ, and I want to go over why. And basically it all comes down to this higher low pattern I've continuously talked about this week. The market has been doing a pretty good job the last few days, especially of rallying, and I was just paying attention to that, right? And going into the market open, it was right around here when this potential move was setting itself up. When the market started to initially sell off, like I told you guys before, I was on the lookout for a potential higher low to form here to follow this consistent uptrending pattern, right? Like I just said, the market has been pushing up pretty nicely recently, and there's no point in trying to trade against direction. So right around here was when the market opened up. Like I said, it had a little drop with this red candle, and that's what I was looking out for. Even though it could drop, I was aware of the fact that anywhere around here, it was still good to go to try and keep uptrending, right? Form a higher low. And that's basically exactly what happened. And that's what I was on the lookout for. We ended up forming this nice support candle on all the different time frames. And once we broke resistance here, the market really just wanted to keep rallying. You can look at it too, like on the 180 day, and once I saw the market wanted to break this level here, I thought there's a good chance it could continue rallying up until maybe the next resistance point right around here, 13,225. It obviously blew by it and went all the way up to 13, looks like 330, 340 right around there. And yeah, so that's why it was an overall great day for the Nasdaq if you wanted to trade in TQQQ. Today's a great example of why you should never go into the market being so one-sided. And what I mean by that is you guys might be saying I only want to trade TQQQ, and that's correct. But when I say don't be so one-sided, I mean some people, and I'm guilty of this a lot before in the past, I would only be looking, let's say, to trade SQQQ on the day. So when the market pushed up here, I'd look to buy in when it got, let's say, a little overbought in my opinion. And as it started to fall, I would think it's gonna, be going my way only for it to keep flushing up. And then I would be waiting for SQs again. But play for SQs obviously never really happened today. Anyone who was looking to trade that would have continuously gotten flushed out with these higher highs trying to predict the top here. And that's what I mean when I say don't be so one-sided. Be open to trading both types of stocks on the day, and obviously go with what direction is telling you no matter what, right? Because more often than not, we're not going to find the bottom of something if we try and predict it. It's better to go with direction. And yeah, that's what I wanted to cover with you guys. Pretty simple today, just this uptrending pattern basically for TQQQ. I hope a lot of you were able to capitalize on it, and that's how you could have seen something like that coming. A nice higher low candle formed, and maybe we could have been on the lookout for some type of push up here and a rejection, but we kept, like I said, wanting to validate this uptrending pattern off this EMA. and that showed me that I should really be focusing on TQQQ because market kept showing signs it wanted to keep, right, forming these higher lows. It would keep pushing up, maybe get rejected a bit, but the lows it has here are still forming higher lows, right? And we did that for a nice little while here. So that's just it for the recap, nice and short, and yeah, just blessed to be able to end the week off on a green note. I hope a lot of you were able to capitalize on a day like today. And yeah, thank you guys once again for tuning back in, and I will see you guys all next week. Take care.